So hello students and welcome back again, and we have successfully completed the journey of the periodic table, and we are thankful to the great scientists like Dobereiner, Newlands, Mendeleev and Niels Bohr who have made our study very systematic and easy by the classification which they have given us. We will now discuss how various properties of elements change on moving across a period or on moving down a group of the periodic table. These are called characteristics of periods and groups in the modern periodic table, or we can say trends in the modern periodic table or trends in the periodic table. So let's discuss this. You have seen this long form of periodic table. Okay, for class 10, for your convenience, I will cut this table up to 20 elements so that you can understand at this grade, means in class 10, up to at least up to 20 elements you should learn it thoroughly. So see, I have cut this. Again I am cutting this in this way and this way, and so this is a kind of mini periodic table for the people, for the beginners like you. This is mini periodic table. With black I have written the name of the symbol of the elements I have shown, and with pink or red color the number of it is the atomic number. See, all the elements are arranged in the order of increasing atomic number. For example, first element is hydrogen, second is helium. Hydrogen has atomic number 1, helium 2, lithium 3, beryllium 4, boron 5, carbon 6, and so on up to 20 atomic number, that is of calcium. So with the increasing atomic number, I mean that one proton is being added at every step. Now let's talk about the properties of elements in the periodic table. So I have already told you that whenever we talk about periods, we will always move in a period from left to right. Okay, periods are, please remember that periods are the horizontal rows. So let's see the status of valence electrons in a period. I will take the example of second period from the periodic table. You can keep your textbooks with you and look into the periodic table, the second period of the periodic table, which consists of the elements lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon, and the atomic number is given in the next row, that is 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 10. And look, please study the electronic configuration very carefully. Lithium, the electronic configuration is 2, 1, beryllium 2, 2, boron 2, 3, carbon 2, 4, nitrogen 2, 5, oxygen 2, 6, fluorine 2, 7 and neon 2, 8. So please notice that valence electron is increasing from 1 to 8 when we move from left, this is left to right in a periodic table. But also notice that the number of shells are 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So number of shells in the atom of the element is 2 only. Okay, so period number 2 means 2 shells. You can remember like this: period number 2, 2 shells. Okay, period number 3, 3 shells, like this. So now after that let's talk about the status of valency in a period of a periodic table. So these are the valence electrons, these are the shells which are the same, and this is valency. On moving from left to right in a period, the valency of elements increases from 1 to 4 and then decreases from 4 to 0. So see, the valency here in the period 2, it is first increasing from 1 to 4. The valence electrons are the valency 1, 2, 3 and 4. But when we have already learned how to calculate valency in class 9, so when the valence electrons are more than 5, then you subtract those valence electrons from 8, then it comes to 3, here it comes to 2, and here it comes to 1 and then 0. So valency first increases from 1 to 4 and then decreases from 4 to 0. I have also shown in the third period. For example, this, see, sodium has electronic configuration 281, magnesium has electronic configuration 282. So please notice that there are 3 shells, but the valence electron is increasing consecutively. So this is the status of valence electron and valency in a period. Now let's talk about the atomic size. What is the atomic size? We always consider atomic size by the radius of the atom. In a period, the atomic size of the elements decreases from left to right because the nuclear charge, that is the number of protons, increases, and so the electrons are pulled closer to the nucleus. Again, I have taken second period, the example of second period for your convenience. The elements are same, atomic number same, electronic configuration also same. Now please notice that the number of protons, they are adding because the valence electrons are increasing. So you all know that number of electrons is equal to number of protons. So proton is adding here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So when the number of proton increases, means the charge on the nucleus, what is the location of proton? Proton is inside the nucleus of the atom. So the nuclear charge will also increase, and electrons are pulled closer to the nucleus because the positive charge and the negative charge, they attract each other, so they will pull electrons closer to the nucleus. So the atomic size of the elements decreases. Okay, now this is the example of the third period, where I have shown it with the size, that is, this is atomic radius of atomic size of sodium, and this is atomic size of chlorine. So when we move from left to right in a period, the atomic size decreases. Why? You should always remember the reason also, which is given in the slide. Now let's move on and talk about the metallic property and the non-metallic property of elements in a period. On moving from left to right in a period, the metallic property of element decreases, and on moving from left to right in a period, the non-metallic property of elements increases, like this. This is the example, third period. Okay, so in third period, the see, sodium, magnesium and aluminium, here the metallic character is decreasing because please remember, because the valence electrons are increasing, so they need higher energy to lose the electrons. So the metallic character is decreasing, and non-metallic character is increasing. Non-metallic means they will gain the electron to make their shells complete. So the non-metallic the valence electrons are increasing, so the non-metallic character will also increase. Okay. Now about the chemical reactivity. On moving from left to right in a period, the chemical reactivity of elements first decreases and then increases, like this. Please note down the third period of the element. Okay, so the chemical reactivity of elements first decreases. Why the chemical reactivity of the element decreases? It can be explained that, for example, in the first element of the third period, that is sodium, there is one valence electron which it can lose easily to react with other substances. So it is very reactive. It is very reactive. The second element, magnesium, has two valence electron. It is not so easy for an atom to lose two electrons. So magnesium is less reactive than sodium. Aluminium, this is aluminium and silicon. Aluminium and silicon are still more unreactive because they have 3 and 4 valence electrons respectively. Okay, so like this, they have their chemical reactivity decreases and then the chemical reactivity increases. For example, let's talk about phosphorus. Phosphorus has 5 electrons, so it needs 3 electrons to complete the octet. Sulfur has 6 electrons, 6 valence electrons, and needs 2 more electrons. Chlorine has 7 valence electrons and needs 1 more electron to complete the 8 electron structure. So now it is quite difficult for an atom to gain 3 electrons. It is easier to gain 2 electrons, and it is always easy to gain 1 electron. So the chemical reactivity increases from phosphorus to sulfur to chlorine. I hope you understood. If not, write in the comment section so that I can deal with your questions and resolve them. Then let's talk about the nature of oxides. On moving from left to right in a period, the basic nature of oxide decreases and the acidic nature of oxide increases. Again, I have taken the example of the third period. In the third period of the periodic table, sodium oxide, if we are talking about the oxide, so we will talk about the oxides group. Sodium oxide is highly basic in nature and magnesium oxide is comparatively less basic. Okay, so but this aluminium and silicon, the aluminium oxide and the silicon oxide, are amphoteric in nature. Amphoteric in nature means they can show both the characters, acidic and basic. And phosphorus oxide are acidic in nature, sulfur oxides are more acidic, and whereas chlorine oxides are highly acidic in nature. So that is why we are saying that on moving from left to right in a period, the basic nature of the oxide decreases and the acidic nature of oxide increases. So now we will talk about the properties of elements in the groups. Okay, again we'll deal with the same topic, that is valence electrons, valency, atomic radius, and then metallic and non-metallic properties, and then chemical reactivities and nature of oxide. But please remember that when we talk about groups, we always have to move from top to the bottom. Valence electrons. On moving from top to bottom in a group, the number of valence electrons is same for all the elements. For example, group 1. Please keep your textbooks with you with your periodic table open. Group 1 में देखिए, the elements are hydrogen, lithium, sodium and potassium. Their atomic number, they are written like this: 1, 3, 11, 19. Electronic configuration is also written, and valence electrons are 1. All of them have same valence electrons, but in periods we have seen that shells remains the same, but in groups the shells are also increasing when we move from top to bottom of the group, but the valency is same. So see, here you have to note down the valence electron, which is 1, and this is group number 18. The valence electrons are 2. Valence electrons are 2 in the case of helium and 8 in case of other noble gases. Their outermost shells are complete. The number of shells are increasing. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 1, 2, 3 and 4, like this. Now let's talk about the valency in a group. The valency is same for all the elements of the group. In group 1 the valency will be 1. Okay, in group 1 the valency will be 1. Now let's talk about the atomic radius. On moving from top to bottom in a group, the atomic size of the elements increases. Why? Because the number of shells increases and the distance between the nucleus and shell also increases. It's but natural. Let's talk about again group 1. These are the atomic number. This is the electronic configuration, and this is the number of shells. The number of shells is increasing, so naturally atomic size बढ़ जाएगा. So atomic size of the elements increasing because the number of shells are increasing. Okay, this is another group. This is same group, I think. Yes, this is same group, but the atomic size is given in picometer pm, and you can see that it is increasing. With the help of a figure I have shown you that it is increasing. Okay, and this is group 17. 17 group is halogen group, fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Again the atomic radii is increasing. The smallest atom is fluorine and the biggest atom is iodine. Okay, it is the reason I have told you that the number of shells are increasing. So this is the trends in the atomic radius. When we move in a period like this from left to right, the atomic radius is decreasing, but when we move in a group from top to bottom, the atomic radius is increasing. Now the metallic property or the electropositive nature. Electropositive nature means the electrons it can lose while combination or while doing the chemical reaction. So metallic property in a group, the metallic property of element increases from top to bottom. For example, I have taken the example of group 1. Sorry, it is group 1, not group 6. There is a mistake. So group 1, the lithium is the least metallic element and francium is the francium is the most metallic element. Okay, so on moving down in a group, the periodic group on moving down in a group of periodic table, the metallic character of element increases. Okay, please note down that as we go down in a group of periodic table, one more electron shell is added at every stage and the size of the atom increases. The valence electrons become more and more away from the nucleus and hold of the nucleus on valence electron decreases. Due to this, the atom can lose valence electron more easily to form positive ions, and hence the electropositive character increases. Okay, so this is I think this is group 6, carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. So these two are metalloids and these are the metals, so the metallic property is increasing. Okay, in a group, the non-metallic property of element decreases from top to bottom. On going down in a group of periodic table, the electronegative character, that is non-metallic character of element decreases. For example, take the example of group 17. When we go down in group 17, this is group 17 of the halogen element, the electronegative character decreases from fluorine, this is F, fluorine, to iodine. Okay, as we go down in a group of periodic table, one more electron shell is added to the atom at every step and size of the atom goes on increasing. Due to the increase in the size of an atom, its nucleus goes more deep inside the atom. The attraction of nucleus for the incoming electron decreases, due to which the atom cannot form negative ions easily and electronegative character decreases. So from this discussion we can conclude that the tendency of an atom to gain electrons decreases on going down in a group of the periodic table. Now let's talk about the another property, that is the chemical reactivity. On moving from top to bottom in a group, the chemical reactivity of metal increases and that of non-metal decreases. For example, group 1. In group 1, lithium is least reactive, whereas francium is the most reactive metal. Now this can be explained like this, that as we move down in a group of metal elements, the size of their atoms goes on increasing. We have already studied that the atomic size increases in a group. So due to the increase in the size of the atom, the valence electrons of metal atom becomes more and more far away from the nucleus and hence can be removed easily. So thus therefore, as we go down in a group of metals, the tendency of their atoms to lose electrons increases and hence their chemical reactivity also increases. So this is the example of group 17. The conditions are same. The chemical reactivity of non-metal decreases. The chemical reactivity of non-metal decreases on going down in a group. So this was the case of metals and this was the case of non-metal. chemical reactivity of metal decreases, whereas the chemical reactivity of non-metal decreases. Okay, let me explain this also. See, as we move down in a group of non-metal, this is a group of non-metal, the size of their element the size of the atoms goes on increasing. Due to increase in the size of atom, the nucleus of atom goes more and more deep inside it, and hence its attraction for the incoming electrons decreases. Therefore, as we go down in a group of non-metals, the tendency of their atoms to gain electron decreases, due to which their reactivity also decreases. So this is a bit complicated, but watch this slide or listen to my explanation again and again, and if still you have any problem, you can ask your queries in the comment section. Let's talk about the nature of oxides. On going down, there is no change in the nature of oxides of the elements in a group. This, for example, all the elements of group 1, for example, lithium, this is group 1, lithium, sodium, potassium, they form basic oxides, whereas all the elements of group 17, they form acidic oxides. So there is no change in the nature of the oxides in the group. Okay, so so this is all for the periodic classification. If you have missed the previous videos, I will be writing the links of the previous videos in the description. Please do find and watch these videos so that your concept about the periodic classification, they become clear, and you excel in your board exam. So all the best and take care. Thank you.